RA10 that I'm flying with. I like it. I don't know if it's good or better than any other radios. The only other radio I've had is a Hobby King $30 special. So, you know, you can't compare anything to that. Not really a very fair comparison. But it has telemetry, timers, mixes, obviously, because I'm able to use the flaperons, which I think is awesome. Look how windy it is. I can't even like keep the plane in my hands. It's just gonna blow it over. I think we'll wait till that wind gust is over before we try and fly. I was hoping it would die down. See what the Weather Channel says right now. It says 60 degrees with just a 10-mile-an-hour wind, but it's really hard for me to estimate the wind. But ooh, see, it doesn't always go straight. I've hit this pole before, by the way, with the wing, and didn't really phase it. It was fine. So these things are tough. That's probably what this divot is right here. Was I hit that, or maybe that was a light pole. I hit a light pole at a school. Taking off's hard because the ailerons don't really work, and I'm not used to using my rudder, so I frequently have trouble just getting off the ground. Showing off the fact that it's still quite windy. Boy, that was disorientating. Alright, I'm good now. Quite fast and the wind's not blowing so freaking hard. Actually, back the throttle off some. There we go. Slow and low. That's with flaps on. We're not exactly flying backwards, but not a lot of airspeed. Flaps are off again. Oh, baby. I can't see it. Okay. Full power. Oh, God. Alright, I'm okay. Jeez. That's why you get a couple mistakes high, right? Flaps. No flaps. Oh, God. Alright, come here. There we go. We're good. Look at how windy it is. Full throttle. Just stopped. Look at it fly. Just stopped. Then you turn around, it's like a rocket ship. That was without the flaps on. Whew. You do the wrong things on the stick sometimes. Scary. Okay, flaps on. Flaps off. You lose a little bit of aileron control, and I still haven't mastered the rudder. I should. Wow, it's windy up there. Fun to do stall turns sometimes. Still kind kind of working on them, especially with the rudder. But this thing, you get its nose pointed down, and you gain plenty of speed. There's like no chance of having any other problems. It has awesome stall characteristics. Look at it just hover there in the wind. Oh, we're inverted. Alright. I don't fly inverted. Oh, see, it's so windy. So windy. Alright, we're gonna try and land here. Maybe when the wind dies down a little bit. Alright, well, I cut the throttle at least. And I think that's the end of my battery. I've got like a minute left on my timer, but it started honking a little bit under full throttle. And I think it's windy enough that, boy, I would have liked to at least have one landing. Well, I guess I had one landing at the beginning, but it's just so windy. Anytime I get near the ground, just getting pushed around too much. The flaperons are cool. I just need to learn to fly with the rudder. So that I'm not relying on the flaps so much. Stupid controller always makes me nervous because it spins around. I'm afraid I'm gonna like peg the throttle while I'm sitting here. But you can see it took that landing real well. The wing is a little off kilter again. I'm only flying with 2 rubber bands. I had a lot more on it before, which I think was better. They are brand new at least. See? See what happened? The controller spun and tried to pull it out of my hand, so I hate that. See what my voltages are at. About 11 volts. So that's getting close to the 7. I think I'm gonna call it for today. See, I've got this little piece of foam there to help center it. But I almost want to go. I think I'm gonna call it for today. It's windy enough. Usually I do a couple light passes back and forth and play around a little bit. But battery's just really struggling with this much wind. Alright. Gotta shut off now. There you go. The Tiny Trainer. This thing has obviously been crashed a bunch of times. You can see reinforcements in the power pods because I kept breaking them. And reinforcements at the nose piece. It's a new body, but the nose totally was missing its foam. And these are just glued on. A little bit of hot glue. Trimmed a little bit so they didn't hang down low. I wanted a reinforcement piece along this edge. And this one was just trimmed so it was in the center of either piece of this. I hope my camera's at a good angle for most of that. It wasn't like straight up in the air, but we'll see. Anyways, Tiny Trainer. Tons of fun. You got a feeling probably for how fast it was. Needs a big space. This is like the smallest space I'm really comfortable playing in. It's 2 baseball fields back to back. You know, basketball courts over here for landing. I'll fly over the basketball courts and stuff. But then you see there's trees right at the edge of the basketball courts. And trees over there, which sometimes I get into a little bit and makes me a little scared. I'm not sure exactly how close I am to them, but close enough to get my heart rate up a little bit. So there everybody goes. The flight test Tiny Trainer. And then when I'm done, I take that off. I